So what's up, YouTube? It's your boy Lowkey Nard, aka your girl favorite YouTuber. And today I just want to do a video. It's been a year. It's been officially a year, you feel me, since I first dropped a YouTube video. And I just want to say thank y'all for all the supporters. Thank y'all for the people who've been with me. Thank y'all for the people who've been here through my growth. Thank y'all for being here for a nigga, you feel me, because I really got goals. I never thought I'd see myself doing something like this. I ain't the social person. I don't like being on camera. So I never thought I'd see myself. So thank y'all for being here, a part of the process. And shit, y'all gonna be here when I get more, you feel me? But since it's a year since that first video and y'all did a good job of getting me to 10K on that second FAMU advice video, I got another FAMU advice video. And this one gonna be titled, Don't Be Discouraged. This is FAMU advice. You could use it to any college, any type of schooling, any type of college in general. You cannot get discouraged, you feel me? My process here at FAMU, like my career here, all my studies, all that, it's been a long journey. I've been here, came in tennis player, you feel me, ended up getting off the tennis team. I done failed classes because of a variety of reasons. I done passed classes, I done withdrew from classes. I done, what else you wanna say? I done had incomplete for a class. I done kind of been through it all. And even though it's my 4th year, I ain't graduate yet. I could be mad, I could be pressed, I could be sitting up here worried about the next man. But at the end of the day, cuz, like, I just want to give my take and my advice on how I wasn't discouraged and steps that you can use so that you won't be discouraged in your own process, and understanding that, but it's a marathon, not a race. You feel me? We all go through a lot here. We all, for some people, like, I thought my life before college was bad, bro. I got to college, I realized being by myself all the way, always been an independent person, but this time being away from people, like not having nobody, like you literally dealing with everything on your own, and then being a first-time generation college student, you kind of start to realize like nobody really understands that you are in college, and the people that do, it's like, damn, like this good ass advice, but like it would mean a lot more if it came from somebody who was a day one, who blood, you feel me? So it's like understanding like I can't go home whenever I want to. It's so many factors that determine how I interact with people. It's so many factors that determine how I move. It's so many factors that determine if I can go to the family reunion. I gotta always worry about school, and it's just like, we gotta understand, cuz, that we cannot get discouraged. We have a lot going on, and for some people, like I said, this is probably, college is the hardest time of your life because you're figuring everything out. You feel me? So the first topic that I want to get into in this Don't Be Discouraged facet to it is simply, first one, I'm gonna say withdrawing from classes. You feel me? Know the withdrawal process. A lot of people, I personally, I wasn't educated on what all of this stuff meant. So the withdrawing from classes part, I really could have used my freshman year, because your first semester of college, probably the hardest time that you're gonna go through while you're there. You feel me? For the simple fact, like I said, especially if you're a first generation college student, you don't know what's going on. So unless you got the right people like in your corner all the time, it's very hard. So just knowing what to withdraw from classes is, knowing how to withdraw from classes, knowing when deadlines are. If you don't know, or you finna come to college, you gotta understand that. You gotta know, they're not gonna tell you you really have to read the curriculum, you have to read the calendar for the school. It'll tell you all of that, but me not being educated on it, you feel me? First year semester, I'm enrolled in 15 credit hours, 5 classes. And long story short, I had pretty good grades playing tennis, but one of my grades was bad. At the end, didn't know if I was gonna pass or not. But I'm like, okay, boom. It's 3 weeks left. I can thug it out. I'm hearing stuff about withdrawal. Make sure you withdraw by. It was like, it's usually like a month before the semester ends. Withdraw from this class. The deadline for withdrawal is this. And long story short, I received a D in the class because of the fact that I didn't withdraw, and I knew I was supposed to withdraw. So what I would say is, understand that you do have withdrawal periods. for the semester, because like I said, every semester is not going to be a straight A semester. I just went from a straight A semester to an all C semester. Understand that every semester is going to be different. Every semester comes with trials and tribulations, but when those things come up, it's very good to understand the situation, understand what you can and cannot do in that situation, and then you do what you have to do to make the situation work out best in your favor. Whether that is withdrawing in the class, whether it is staying in the class just so that you can say that you was a full-time student. You cannot be discouraged by whatever decision you have to make, because once again, it's a marathon, not a race. We all are individuals that go through individual problems and individual situations that causes us to, you feel me? That causes us to go, hey, like, with what's going on in my life right now, it's better for me to withdraw from a class. So we gotta understand that we cannot get discouraged by all of these things, because in the day, it's us, it's our individual life. And with that, we gotta do what we can for us first. We have to put ourselves first, because at the end of the day, once we get our degree, after all of this chaos is over, we're doing what's best for us. Not what's best to our friend, not what's best to our parents, not what's best to your sibling. You're doing what's best for you. So just understanding that alone is good and very beneficial. We really gotta learn though, like, we can't discourage. We have to accept our own life and our own personal trials and tribulations, and we have to do what's best for us. Then you are gonna, I ain't gonna say everybody gonna fail classes, but a lot of people do go through rough patches where they might fail a class or two after they can't withdraw from it, or they might not know about the withdrawal, like I said, and just fail a class or two once or twice. I've had my fair share of classes, you feel me? And what I would say is, if you fail a class, it is not the end of the world. We really gotta understand that, you feel me? It is so many other options to get that bad grade off. There's so many other options to redo that class. It's just so many other options. You can find a way to get it as an incomplete instead of a failed class, and then next semester turn in what you gotta turn in to get that grade back. You feel me? So just understanding that failed classes do not mean you're not graduating. Failed classes do not mean you can't graduate on time. And even if you do fail a class, you still have summer terms where you can go, hey, I'm gonna do this, knock this out now, so I ain't gotta retake it in the fall or in the spring and knock my progress off. Understanding that failing classes is normal in college. Failing in general, though. With failing classes, the only thing that you can do is learn from it. It's your experience. Like I said, I'm going to keep going back on that. It's your experience. Lessons. They're lessons. Losses equal lessons, especially in college. College, everything is not going to be perfect. Everything is not going to be perfect. We in situations where we leaving the roofs of our parents, we leaving the roofs of a legal guardian, and you finally coming to live on your own. It's not going to be perfect. You feel me? And the quicker that we understand that, the quicker we can stop ourselves from feeling down on ourselves and feeling bad on ourselves. Yes, it's okay to be temporarily disabled and shocked and, oh, I feel some type of way, but you can't make that the reason why you decide not to go back to school. You can't make that the reason to decide why I'm not finna try to get back in class. You can't make that the reason to why you can't do better than what you're doing, or why you can't keep making them same progress. I'm pretty sure your whole life didn't change because you failed the class. I'm pretty sure that you not just gonna go home because you failed one class. What other goals do you have after that? And I'm saying that to say is, life is gonna always throw stuff at you. Life gonna always have trials and tribulations that come your way. But if we gave up after every time we lost a trial, we wouldn't be here. In order to walk, you had to crawl. In order to go from the crawling to walking stage, you had to put one foot behind the other, and it was not gonna work on the first time. So we meant to fight. We're born to fight. There's no reason why we should be giving up on ourselves. I understand certain situations causes us to, but a lot of things are also in our control. We can't just get discouraged with ourselves. We can't make the fact that we lost put us in a situation where we just stagnant and stuck in that position for the rest of our lives, and then 10 years from now, it's, oh, I gotta get back in school. I know what I can do better. Nah, just keep striving. Just keep that same mindset from when you first started. Once you make a loss or once you take a loss, you keep moving. You learn from your mistakes. You feel me? So failing the class is not always as bad as we think it is. I understand it might set us back but it's also making us stronger at the end of the day. And I spoke a little bit on lessons and stuff, you feel me, and losses, and them losses turning lessons. Through every loss that you take in college, the first thing you really have to build yourself up to do is accept certain things. And I spoke about that in my last YouTube videos. But first you gotta accept that, okay, boom, like this wasn't my best semester. You feel me? That's the first step in all of this. Then it's boom, accept the fact, hey, I could have done X, Y, and Z better. I know if I wasn't going out this much, I could have woke up in time so that I can actually study, or that time that I spent at the club or out, I could have been studying. Once you accept and learn your routine, you learn better habits. It's a trial and error process. Like I said, so what you want to do is, you feel me, I can't even tell nobody what to do. But in order to do better than your previous trial, you have to prepare better. You have to come into the situation knowing I can't have this mindset. I know in order to pass this course, I gotta do this. I know this teacher likes it when I study, so in order to study more, I have to not go this. Or I have to handle so-and-so in the beginning of the day. You feel me? So as much as coming with accepting everything that's going on, we have to, as college students, we have to try hard to just take every loss with a grain of salt. Be patient and let situations play out. Think situations through and don't get too discouraged with ourselves to where it's like, I just failed. Like, what am I gonna do next? You feel me? Once you fail, you ponder on that fail for a couple days, maybe 1 to 2 weeks. You feel me? Brainstorm. Think out how are you gonna, you feel me, do better. Things that you could have done differently. Brainstorm things that you want to see more of yourself. And don't just focus on the bad. We have so many times where we can point out everything that we did good. And how can we keep doing good? How can we do more? How can we do better in the sense that it takes away from our weaknesses, and it makes our weaknesses much stronger than what they are. We cannot keep getting discouraged, because at the end of the day, if you want to finish, if you want to get through anything in life, you have to keep pushing. You have to go through something. You have to overcome something. Nobody gets to the top by only winning. At some point, you have to lose, no matter what. Any entertainer, I'm pretty sure they got somebody that had more strings in them at some point. Any athlete, they had to lose a basketball game in order to see what it felt like to be a champion. And that's with life. In order to be a champion, you have to understand what it feels like to be at the bottom. And sometimes that bottom is simply going, taking a step back, or being forced to take a step back, reevaluating the situation. And once you reevaluate that situation, you take a whole nother angle to get to the goal that you was trying to achieve. And we have to keep that mindset as long as we're in college, as long as we still fighting the fight of life. You feel me? Then you got something for your athletes. You feel me? Everybody know I came in the family playing tennis, XYZ, and you got a lot of student athletes coming to college who play sports their whole life. You feel me? They used to having somebody on their back all the time, and then they don't get no offers and they end up coming to school for academics. You feel me? So I'm still going through this. Like, after I stopped playing tennis, I had a really hard time just not, you feel me, being able to focus or not manage my time well, or not having somebody all the time, like not having something to look forward to throughout the day. Like when I got to college, we had like 2-3 practices a day. Not looking forward to practicing, not having knowing like, okay, I took for granted the fact, like study hall, I took for granted people always watching my grades. I took for granted having to do certain things, because when I stopped playing tennis, or when you stop having to meet certain requirements and you can just be by yourself all the time, school get hard. Everything gets harder because you don't got nobody over your shoulder. Remember, you got this through the day. Remember, we got study hall after your first practice. Remember, you got study hall from 2 to 4. Remember, you got to meet X, Y, and Z hours for study hall. You ain't got nobody saying, oh, in order for you to play this Saturday in this match, you gotta Your grades gotta be on point. You gotta attend this class certain amount of times. You don't have that no more. You feel me? I went from having to be up 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning every morning, so by the time an 8 o'clock class came, I was just getting out of practice at 7 o'clock, so it was easier for me to go to because I'm already up. You feel me? Now when I stopped playing, boom, all my 8 o'clock classes, I had to wake up, try to wake up on my own. No matter how long my night was, cuz I had to try to wake up on my own. It was hard, I got through it, but at the same time, I missed a lot of classes. I had to finesse a lot of teachers with my words out of like, why you was late, you feel me? I had to finesse a lot of situations. But in order for me to even get past it, I had to reevaluate myself. I had to reevaluate the situation. I had to reevaluate my circumstances and decide, okay, in order for me to prosper, I gotta do X, Y, and Z. So even athletes and people who done playing athletes, they 4 years of eligibility ran out, they didn't get the offer, but they still decided to elevate in their life and go to college. Do not be discouraged, because everything is trials and tribulations. You feel me? Everybody is at their own pace. This is a marathon. Once again, it's not a race. You feel me? Once you get your degree is titled and it helps you. So your journey has to be something that's genuinely you, and not something that social media norms and values just came from everywhere aside from you. So with all that being said, if you like the video, like it, share it, subscribe it. If you don't like it, just like it, subscribe. I do have a goal, you feel me? For the people who stuck with me through this journey, and this my first full year as a YouTuber, I want to thank you, you feel me? And without y'all, my YouTube wouldn't be nothing. And for the people who still coming and still hopping on the wave, like, I really do appreciate y'all. There's a lot of stuff coming for everybody who trying to be here for the kids. With that being said, your girl's favorite YouTuber, we out.